A well-known company that has put purpose and values at the core of its operations since its founding is the Mars Company, in business since 1911.
Mars is more than 100 years old, very successful for a long time. And as we began to talk to management at Mars and members of the Mars family, we learned that they were going through what we would refer to as a founding moment. And why? Because for much of Mars history, members of the Mars family led the company and worked in the company. But the reality today and in the future is very few members of the Mars family, perhaps no members of the Mars family, will be in management or even work in the company.
The principles and the values are at the heart of who we are.
Victoria Mars is the great-granddaughter of founder Frank C. Mars. She has been on the board for nearly 20 years, 3 of them as chair.
My grandfather had very strong principles and values. And these principles and values I grew up with without actually knowing that I was growing up with them. So when we talk about the Mars principles, we're really talking about the family values that have existed since the beginning. To be able to talk about how we do business, they decided it was time to write them down. The 5 principles that were actually written down and defined in the early 80s, quality, responsibility, efficiency, mutuality, and freedom, have been our principles since the beginning. And they are the foundation of everything we do within the business.
Times change and businesses evolve, something the Mars Company has certainly done. But as much as the Mars principles may be updated every few years, the fundamentals do not change.
Management helps us and supports us and clearly, obviously, implements them in our business, but any changes to them, any tweaks to them, anything from the colors to the script to the words belongs to the family.
A company having principles is one thing. Putting them to use in everyday decisions, not to mention big strategic decisions, is something else entirely. Claus Aagaard is the Mars Chief Financial Officer and, like all members of management, not a member of the Mars family.
5 principles come up, certainly as a fact check, this doesn't feel like in line with the 5 principles. Well, why not? And and sometimes they're not all equal in every decision. Are we really delivering quality? Are we really directed by the consumer? Or is this mutual to the stakeholders around us?
The Mars principles underlie the values of the family, but the family also believes it makes the company more successful overall.
I really do believe that utilizing these principles has helped us be successful in business. It helps us recruit good people and keep good people. It helps us earn trust with governments. It helps us earn trust with our associates. It helps us earn trust with communities where we work. So to us, yes, it does make a difference and helps us be successful.